Welcome to Hollywood Information. In this video, we are going to explore a side of 1980s animation that completely broke the mold, bold, shocking, and absolutely not made for kids. While studios like Disney were busy delivering fairy tales and family-friendly magic, another wave of animated films was pushing boundaries with R-rated content, mature themes, and unforgettable storytelling that dared to go where mainstream animation wouldn't. These films weren't afraid of violence, complex characters, or controversial ideas, and that's exactly what made them stand out. 1. Hey Good Lookin', 1982. Dives straight into the gritty streets of 1950s Brooklyn, but with a raw, adult twist that animation rarely dared to show at the time. Directed by Ralph Bakshi, this film blends hand-drawn animation with live-action elements to tell a story about gangs, relationships, and rebellion. It's not polished or family-friendly. In fact, it thrives on its rough edges. The characters are flawed, the dialogue is street-smart and often crude, and the themes revolve around identity, loyalty, and toxic masculinity. Unlike Disney's clean-cut heroes, these protagonists feel real, messy, and sometimes unlikable. The film also faced production challenges and delays, which only adds to its underground, almost myth-like reputation. What makes it stand out is how unapologetically it captures a slice of urban life, proving animation could reflect harsh realities instead of fairy tale fantasies. 2. American Pop, 1981, is another bold creation from Ralph Bakshi, but this time it tells a sweeping, generational story through the lens of music. Spanning decades of American history, the film follows a family of musicians, showing how their dreams, struggles, and tragedies evolve alongside the changing sound of the nation. What makes this film unique is its use of rotoscoping, giving it a semi-realistic look that feels almost haunting. It deals with heavy themes like war, drug addiction, and the cost of fame, far removed from the cheerful tone of mainstream animation. The soundtrack is a powerful driving force, connecting emotional beats across generations. Instead of simple storytelling, it presents a layered narrative about ambition and sacrifice, making it clear that animation can carry the same emotional weight as any live-action drama. 3. Akira, 1988, isn't just an animated film. It's a cultural phenomenon that redefined what animation could achieve globally. Directed by Katsuhiro Otomo, this cyberpunk masterpiece is set in a dystopian Neo-Tokyo filled with political unrest, psychic powers, and existential dread. The film is intense, both visually and narratively, featuring explosive action and deeply philosophical themes about power, corruption, and human evolution. Its R-rated elements, graphic violence, psychological horror, and complex storytelling set it apart instantly from Western animation of the time. The animation quality itself was groundbreaking, with incredible detail and fluid motion that still holds up today. Akira proved that animated films could be epic, intelligent, and deeply unsettling, influencing countless filmmakers and opening the door for anime on the global stage. 4. Arion, 1986, takes inspiration from Greek mythology but reshapes it into something far darker and more intense than the traditional tales. Directed by Yoshikazu Yasuhiko, the story follows a young warrior raised to believe he must overthrow the gods themselves. What unfolds is a brutal journey filled with betrayal, manipulation, and war. Unlike Disney's romanticized myths, Arion presents gods as flawed, often cruel beings, and explores themes of revenge and destiny. The film doesn't shy away from violence or emotional complexity, giving it a mature edge that challenges the audience. Its detailed animation and epic scope make it feel like a dark fantasy saga, showing that even ancient myths can be reinterpreted through a more adult, thought-provoking lens. 5. Heavy Metal, 1981, is perhaps one of the most iconic examples of R-rated animation from the 80s. Inspired by the magazine of the same name, This anthology film combines multiple sci-fi and fantasy stories into one wild, unapologetic ride. Featuring voice work from talents like John Candy, the film is packed with explicit content, violence, sexuality, and surreal imagery, all tied together by a mysterious glowing orb known as the Lock-in AR. Each segment has its own unique style and tone, ranging from dark comedy to epic adventure. What truly sets heavy metal apart is its rebellious spirit. It doesn't try to be safe or conventional. Instead, it embraces chaos and creativity. The rock-heavy soundtrack adds to its edgy identity, making it feel more like an experience than just a film. 6. The Bloody Lady, 1980, is a haunting and visually striking film based on the legend of Elizabeth Bathory. Directed by Victor Kubel, it tells a chilling story of obsession, cruelty, and immortality. The animation style is unique, almost storybook-like, but the content is anything but innocent. The film explores themes of vanity and madness, portraying its central character as both tragic and terrifying. Unlike the bright, colorful worlds of Disney, The Bloody Lady leans into darkness, using atmosphere and symbolism to create an unsettling experience. It's slow, poetic, and deeply eerie, proving that animation can be used to tell horror stories just as effectively as live action, if not more so. 7. Wicked City, 1987, blends horror, action, and dark fantasy into a stylish and disturbing narrative. Directed by Yoshiaki Kawajiri, the film is set in a world where humans and demons coexist under a fragile peace treaty. The story follows agents tasked with maintaining that balance, but things quickly spiral into violence and chaos. Known for its explicit content, including graphic violence and adult themes, Wicked City is not for the faint of heart. Its fast-paced storytelling and striking visuals create a tense, almost hypnotic atmosphere. What makes it stand out is how effortlessly it mixes genres while maintaining a mature tone, showing that animation can be both thrilling and deeply unsettling at the same time. And there you have it, 7 R-rated animated films from the 1980s that proved animation could be bold, daring, and far removed from the safe, family-friendly image created by Disney. These films pushed boundaries, explored mature themes, and redefined what animated storytelling could achieve. If you enjoyed discovering this darker side of animation, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video for more deep dives into Hollywood's most fascinating corners. Thanks for watching.